Okay, so this starts out with the Caro-Kann, which I'm that's my I'm very good at the Caro-Kann. So I know going into this game, I knew he played f3 against it. He actually doesn't take. He doesn't play knight to c3. Um, so I think one of the main moves you want to play in this position is you want to bring your queen out on this side of the board because it kind of feels like there's a dark square weakness over here. Uh, Now here, this is kind of like a French. It's like a lot like a French position. Now I know he's not very. I've seen some of his games where he's lost against the French, so I'm happy here. He has to take with the knight. He can't take with the pawn because of the pin. And then I win a pawn here, and I'm very happy. Now I'm very concerned about this bishop coming in, putting me in check, and the knight's becoming crazy. And I want to bring this knight back to c6, but I'm afraid he's going to take my bishop on b8. And once this bishop is gone, I don't have a lot of defenders able to protect this square or protect from incoming threats of check, and I might have to move my king at some point. So I decide the best move is just to bring that knight out first. Now if he takes with the knight, I can just take back. If he brings his bishop over, I'm not too afraid of that. So he plays this move, b4, threatening my queen. So I kind of go into this kind of pinning situation. He double attacks my knight, and that's what I give him this check, and then I take his bishop. I take his knight. Now he's got this isolated pawn. It looks really good for me. I pretty much have to take here. I don't have a lot of choices. I just trade off some pieces. I'm actually very happy with my position, so I'm gonna start trading. Here he gets this queen move attacking my b7 pawn, and I just bring my queen back and double attack this pawn. Now when he makes this move, I have this really good move here. It attacks the queen, and it also attacks this pawn. So when he moves his queen, I just take the pawn. We trade. And I go here, attacking the queen and the pawn. Check. Now I probably should just... What should I do here? I'm afraid that he's going to checkmate me right now. So I probably should just protect myself. But I offered a queen trade, which actually was really bad. He didn't accept it. But if he takes and I take back, he can pretty much just push this pawn and get a queen, and I'm just screwed. He doesn't take it, which I was really happy to see. And then at this point, I just give myself an escape square. Actually, I should have played. The computer says I should play b6 here, but I didn't. I just wanted to give myself an escape square, and he puts me in check and takes my rook. And then I try and find some sneaky ways to attack him. He plays very safe. And eventually I just get checkmated. I mean, there's just the rook and the queen are just too powerful here. So I'm just gonna lose. But yeah, it was a really good beginning to the start of the game. I was winning on move 31. This was a mistake. I just made a few mistakes at the end, but I was in a completely winning position. I just have I have 5 pawns against 2 on this side of the board, and then I just have to get rid of this pawn, and I'm completely winning here. So I basically threw that one away.